In a world addicted to noise, being noticed isn't hard, but being wanted, that's different. Most people chase attention. They talk more, post more, push harder, and still, they're ignored. But what if you flip the script? What if they started chasing you? This isn't about being flashy. It's about understanding the psychology behind pull, not push. Influence isn't loud, it's magnetic. And when you learn to control that magnetism, people start leaning in without knowing why. There's one trick that makes this happen. One shift that turns you from forgettable into fascinating. And no, it's not manipulation. It's not a gimmick. It's something anyone can do, starting today. If you've ever felt like you're overlooked, underappreciated, or just tired of trying too hard, this video is your turning point. Let's get into it. To make people chase your attention, you need to understand why they chase anything at all. Humans are wired to seek what feels scarce, novel, or unfinished. We're naturally drawn to mystery and discomfort. This isn't a flaw, it's survival instinct. The unknown holds potential. It makes us curious, and curiosity is one of the most powerful forms of engagement. That's why people pay attention to the unavailable, the unpredictable, the undefined. If something is always accessible, it blends into the background. But once it steps away, it suddenly matters more. That's the scarcity effect. When something seems limited, we assume it's valuable. Our brains associate rarity with worth, even if that worth hasn't been proven. This is why trying too hard backfires. Constantly being available, over-explaining, or oversharing doesn't build interest. It drains it. The moment you stop giving people room to wonder, you stop giving them a reason to care. Attention can't be forced. It has to be earned through tension, the right kind. Let's go deeper. There's also something called the Zeigarnik effect. It describes our tendency to remember uncompleted tasks better than completed ones. If someone starts telling a story and walks away before finishing it, we obsess over what's missing. That gap becomes irresistible. Apply that to your presence. Show just enough, but never everything. Let others fill in the blanks. That mental engagement is far more powerful than any loud introduction. Then there's social validation. People chase what others seem interested in. If you enter a space with quiet confidence, head high, no urgency, others notice. And if someone else pays attention to you first, others follow. Not because they understand why, but because group focus signals something important is happening. That's behavioral mirroring, and it's deeply embedded in our psychology. But here's the twist. This doesn't work if it's fake. People can smell performance. Real presence comes from alignment. You know who you are. You're not trying to prove it, you just live it. That internal stability radiates outward, and it speaks louder than anything you say. The trick isn't to demand attention. It's to become a source of emotional contrast. In a world of noise, be calm. In a room full of force, be still. In chaos, be composed. People notice contrast, and if your energy feels different in a room, you become memorable by default. To activate this psychology, stop explaining yourself. Start living with focus. Speak when it matters. Move with purpose. Let your energy do the work, and people will naturally lean in. Not because you asked for it, but because they feel it. This shift starts with awareness. You don't need to chase connection when you become the one others seek out. Before we continue with the video and reveal how to apply this principle to your everyday life, I've got one quick ask. I'm building a community focused on growth, self-respect, and real presence, and your support helps it grow. So if you're getting value, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you being here. If you want to make people chase your attention, you need to become a question they want to answer, not a statement they've already read. Intrigue is built when you stop trying to impress and start being unpredictable in meaningful ways. People don't pursue what's obvious. They pursue what's just out of reach, what challenges their assumptions, what doesn't give everything away. The trick is creating space for imagination. That means you intentionally withhold, not in a manipulative way, but in a way that sparks curiosity. When someone meets you, don't flood them with every detail about your life, opinions, or achievements. Share one sharp insight, then shift the focus. Drop something thought-provoking, then move on. Leave gaps. Those gaps keep people thinking about you long after the interaction ends. Next, redefine consistency. Most people try to be consistent by being predictable, but intrigue thrives on layered identity. That doesn't mean being inconsistent. It means showing different strengths in different situations, calm in conflict, bold in creativity, focused when others drift. These shifts build complexity. Complexity builds interest. Another key is timing. Intrigue is destroyed by overexposure. If you're constantly reaching out, always the one initiating, you remove the chase. Step back sometimes. Let others wonder where you've gone. Silence, when used with purpose, is louder than constant presence. Your body language matters too. How you move through a room sends a message before you say a word. Walk with intention. Make eye contact briefly, not desperately. Smile when it means something, not as a default. These choices create an air of self-possession. You don't need attention. You're simply at ease with or without it. That energy is rare, and rarity pulls people in. Most importantly, master your reactions. When someone tests your boundaries or tries to get a rise out of you, stay composed. Nothing builds intrigue like emotional self-control. When people realize they can't predict or provoke you, their curiosity multiplies. And finally, don't seek to be liked. Aim to be remembered. Want people to chase you instead of the other way around? There's one simple trick, and it's all revealed in part 2.